But when you think of Earth Month and, of course, Earth Day, I can't think of a better place than the Natural History Museum, which really celebrates and studies everything about our planet. And to mark Earth Month 2024, the museum is launching several initiatives showcasing the amazing work its own in-house scientists and community scientists are doing year-round. The museum will have its annual Earth Day event. That'll take place on April 21st. That'll include hands-on activities, up-close encounters with the actual scientists that work here, showcasing all the behind-the-scenes museum collections. Now, the museum remains one of the leading institutions devoted to the study of the Earth and the singular organization in Los Angeles that brings the study of the natural and cultural worlds to the general public. And to talk more now, we have Rocio Santoyo, who's here from the museum. And Rocio, I've never been in the Nature Lab, even though I've been in this museum before. But so tell us exactly, what takes place here.
So this is one of our newer exhibitions at the museum, but it's a wonderful location to really learn about the nature all around Los Angeles. In this space, you can learn a little bit about like the memories of folks growing up in Los Angeles. You can even share your own in the space. You can see live animals in this location, which is really fun. So we have like live rats, we have some snakes, we have some turtles. So there's something for everyone in this place.
And this is strictly for the biodiversity that's around Los Angeles.
Yes, so we really want to showcase the life that's like right here in Los Angeles. Even though we are a city, there is lots of nature that is happening like all around you. Like you can see birds, you can see reptiles, you can see mammals of all different types. Even like feral cats can count as like urban nature.
Yeah, of course, we see a lot of those. And speaking of nature, a lot of your Earth Day activities will happen in the Nature Garden, which is just outside these doors here. What can people expect on April 21st for your Earth Day event?
So for Earth Day, we will be activating our gardens. We'll have live music happening on that day. We'll have museum collections coming out that are usually only behind the scenes. In this room, we're going to have some of our live animals from behind the scenes coming out to meet folks as well. Nice. We'll be doing some mini lectures, so you'll be able to learn about some of the research that our postdoc students are doing at the museum, and lots of hands-on activities for people of all ages as well.
Okay, great. So a little indoor, outdoor. Now, as far as the scientists, I mean, you have working scientists here that are doing research all of the time, but they also rely on community scientists. What's a good way for folks, especially when they come to visit the museum, to be inspired to help with science at a community level?
The Nature Lab is a great place to come and get inspired. If you really love nature, you're not really sure if you love nature, this is the place to kind of dip your toe a little bit into that. By learning a little bit about live animals, I think anyone can fall in love with like a live animal in here, and you'll want to get involved in learning more about like what kind of nature is all around us.
And your scientists rely on the community, don't they?
Yeah. People are really crucial for understanding what's going on. Our scientists can't be everywhere, but wherever you are, you're going to be able to help our scientists by understanding what's growing in your area. So from Van Nuys all the way to Pomona, we can learn a little bit more about what's going on in Los Angeles.
I love it. So really getting involved in our own backyards, and obviously Los Angeles is a huge space. We have different microclimates, probably different animals and plants depending on where you go. So it's a great way to get involved in your community. And of course, celebrating this magnificent planet that we call home. Giselle.
I know you love it as our environmental superstar. And I was just looking at the kids there playing. It is interactive, and it makes it so much fun for young kids, right?
Absolutely. I think the interaction is everything. You can find a lot of that here in the Nature Lab. They can get their hands dirty. But another thing that they'll have right outside this room is what's called planting ideas. And so you'll get a little card that has plant seeds, and you could write your wish for the planet. You put it on the wall. They'll distribute those later. You can plant them in your garden.
I love it. I want one. I'm going to come and get one. Thank you so much, Sarah.